Hey guys, Dakota here. We are going to do a quick 10-15 minute ab workout. There's no warm up for this one, so the intention is for you to throw it at the end as something else you want to do, or just sneak in a quick ab workout if you want to. If you do this without do anything else first, please make sure you do warm up. But other than that, we're gonna jump right in. I'll give you progressions and modifications. Take breaks at any point that you need to, but we're gonna roll from start to finish. So we're gonna begin in a hip bridge position, laying on our backs on the mat. Ground your shoulders in, zipper the ribs in, belly button is heavy, and you're gonna tuck the pelvis slightly. We're gonna start with the hips all the way up, high as you can go, without letting that arch come in the low part of your back. So you wanna think ugly butt, not duck butt, yes? All right, so from here, let's start out. Right foot's gonna step out, left foot steps out, right foot steps in, left foot steps in, left foot out, right foot out, left foot in, right foot in. Keep that going. Out, out, in, out, out, and in. Four more for four. We're trying to keep these hip bones as even as we can. We're trying to keep our hips from swaying. We want to stay nice and strong, so you're really squeezing that butt. Last one, out and in. All right, lower your hips to the ground. Bring your fingertips right behind your ears. Tuck your knees in and bring the shoulders off the mat. We have bicycle crunches. We're gonna do 3 and hold the third. Here we go. 3, 2, and hold. 3, 2, and hold. Crunch, crunch, hold. Crunch, crunch, hold. Here, keep it going. Hup, hup, hold. Excellent. All right, one more set. 1 and 2. Good, bring it back down. We're gonna go right back to those hip bridges again. Zipper the ribs in, squeeze and lift the butt. See if you can step out a little bit further this time. Here we go, step out one foot, other foot, bring it in, step it out, out. Can you step a little bit further? Out, out, in, really squeeze. Keep pulling that pelvis forward to your nose. Good, for 4. Bring it in, good, and 3, keep breathing. In, can you get the hips just a little bit higher? In, last one, out, out, and in. Very nice, bring it on down. Hands come behind the ears again. You're going right back to those bicycle crunches. 3 and hold, here we go. Crunch it, 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, hold. Now you're gonna look past that outside elbow. Up, up, hold. Your legs are strong. I want you to energize through that straight leg. When you pause, one more set. Hup, hup, hold, and hup, hup, hold. Good, bring it on down. Last time doing these, we should be warming up in that core. Squeeze and lift the hips. Hands go to the side. Inhale to prepare, exhale. Here we go, step out. Out, bring it in, step out, out, and in. Ribs are in. Hold that pelvis in just a little bit more. In. Can you lift those hip bones just a little bit higher? Woo! Good. 2 more sets. Out, in, out, out, and in. And last set. Whoa. Out, in. Last one. Out, out, and in. Let's fire up those bicycle crunches one more time. Hands behind the ears. Ready? Here we go. Crunch it. 1, 2, hold. Hup, hup, hold. Crunch and breathe. Good. Now if you need to modify, you can do just the knees. As long as you don't arch the low back, you're keeping it nice and strong. 2 more sets. Hold. Hup, hup, hold. Last one. Hold. Very nice. Bring it down, tuck the knees in. Inhale through the nose, big exhale, push the air out through your belly button and through the hips. Woo, go ahead and roll onto one side. Bring the elbow under your shoulder. Extend your top leg straight. Bring your bottom knee underneath the top knee. Press through your forearm, lift the hips. Now we're gonna do an oblique crunch from a side plank position. This is a nice modification, a nice place to start. You can also come up onto both feet. We wanna make sure we're not sinking back. You're still pulling forward. We wanna make sure your gaze is not at your fingers. Keep it straight forward like you're looking at me. All right, here we go. We're gonna lower that bottom hip. Then I want you to press into your top hand hard as you can. Down, squeeze, and press. Down, squeeze, and press. You should be feeling it in that bottom oblique. 4 more for 4. Lift, 3, lift, 2, lift, and 1. Very nice, set that hip down. Sweep your feet to the other side. Set yourself up, modification or progression. Lower the hip down, squeeze and lift. Down and up, down, up. Pelvis is tucked, hips are pressing forward. Down, squeeze, down, squeeze. 2 more, and last one. Very nice, bring it in. Woo! Go ahead and sit, hips to heels. Almost like you're going into a child's pose position, but I'd like you to tuck your toes underneath your hips. We're gonna go through a series of dive bombers, starting with the easiest version and working up to the hardest progression. So while we're here, think about pulling strong through your hands, pull that chest up and over those wrists. You'll lower down, and then you're gonna press up and bring it back. All right, so let's get started with those. Here we go, rock it forward, down, up, sit it back. Forward, down and up, sit it back. We're keeping the arch out of our low spine. Pelvis is tucking in. Good. Now if you want to progress it, you can dive low to a low plank, press up, bring it back. Dive low to a low plank, press up, bring it back. 2 more. Now go back to that first version if you need to stay there. Last one. Up and back. Hold it here. Breathe. Good. Come into your standard forearm plank. Now, elbows are pressing through the mat, shoulders are pulling back, ribs are gonna zipper in, pelvis is gonna tuck in, and you wanna make sure hips are low. Straight line from the top of your head down to the knees. Nice strong press and hold. If you wanna make it harder, lengthen through the heels and just take the legs off the ground. Good. Now, as you're here, make sure you're not pushing back. Keep pulling forward like you're dragging your elbows to the ribs. Let's tip the hips side to side. Side, bring it back to center. Other side, center. Nice and sharp. Every time you reset. Side, center, side, center. Good. Breathe. Excellent. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those knees down. Sit back, hips to heels. Deep breath here. Let's jump back into those dive bombers. Here we go. Forward, down and up. Bring it back. Forward, down and up. Stay there. Or progress. Dive to low plank. Press it up. Bring it back. Dive to low plank. Press it up. Now, if you want to make this the hardest progression, it comes from a pike position, and that is your full dive bomber. Give me 2 more. Down, up, back. Last one. Breathe. Up and back. Good. Sit back, hips to heels. Rest those arms for a moment. Shake things out. Let's go back to that forearm plank again. Woo. All right. So press the floor away. Pull the elbows in, shoulders down to the heels. Ribs zippered up towards the ceiling, butt squeezes, and keep it down. You can stay here or come onto high plank. Now this time, I want you to take your right arm, like you're trying to grab the outside of your left ribs, and then rotate open to side plank. So it's gonna be a scoop and grab, and then all the way up. Scoop and grab. Now if going all the way up is too hard, you can go tap, back to center, tap, back to center. 2 more, whichever one you wanna do. Excellent, sit the knees down and rest. Woo, I know those are tough. We have to do the other side. How you feeling, Janine? Good. Let's do it. Woo, fantastic. Here we go. Knees down or knees up. Ready? Take that left hand, scoop under, rotate and open. Under, rotate and open. Or under, back to center. Under, back to center. 4, keep breathing. Woo, 2 more. Last one. Fantastic, knees down, hips to heels. 1 last set of dive bombers, just because they're awesome. Ooh, ready? We got this. Here we go. Forward, down and up, press it back. Forward, down and up. Second progression, dive to low plank, press, bring it back. Dive to low plank, press. Final progression, dive to low plank, bump,
the pike, dive, up. 2 more wherever you're at. Breathe through. Last one. Woo! Yes, sit it down. Hips to heels, stretch out those arms, breathe, rotate the palms open for a breath here. Sip some water if you need it. We have one last sequence we're gonna do. We're gonna come onto our backs again. Right. Yeah. So we're gonna live in dead bug position for this last one. So your standard dead bug position is when your knees are over your hips, your feet are flexed strong, belly buttons in, no space under the low back, and ideally, trying to bring the shoulders off the ground, but everything works perfectly fine from here as a modification. First exercise we do is gonna be a press through the heel, back to center, a nice leg extension. I'll give you a progression for that. We'll have reverse crunches, yeah? And then we're just gonna do dead bug crunches. It's only 3 exercises. You got it, no big deal. All right, let's get in our starting position. Hands up, reach the fingers to the sky, pull the shoulders down, lift the chest off the ground if you can. Right leg extends first, here you go, press it away. Back to center, press it away. These are slow and controlled. Lower the heel as low as you can go without letting your ribs flare open or your back arch. If you want to progress this, we're going to turn it into a supine bird dog. Opposite arm, opposite leg will extend. Reach. Again, long neutral spine. Rest the head if you need to, if it's bothering your neck. Nothing wrong with that. Good. Let's do 4 more. Wherever you're at, or breathe and wait for the next exercise. 2 and 1. Good. Keep the knees over the hips. This is your starting and ending position. Hands come to either side. Push the shoulders down, press into the palms. Inhale as you exhale, bring your knees to your nose, lift the tailbone, and then slowly control it back down. Lift and control that descent. So what we're trying to avoid here is the flopping and your tailbone smacking onto the ground. Hold, hold, hold. Notice we're staying in nice tiny little balls right now. Yes. Tuck and control. Tuck and control. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Fantastic. Now keep your legs here. If you need to, tuck them in closer to your chest or rest them on the ground. We have dead bug crunches. Hands behind the ears, lifting the nose and sternum straight to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, lift up and hold, lower down. Up and hold, lower down. Trying to keep those legs nice and stable. Up and hold. Let's do a double speed. Take it up, 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 up for 4, 3, 2. We're going back to those slow. Lift up and hold, lower down. Up and hold, lower down, up and down. Last one, just like that. Let's speed it up. 8 fast. Take it up, up, lift, nose to the ceiling, chest is up, shoulders off the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the knees in. Breathe into that belly. We're gonna do all those guys one more time. Starting with those dead bug leg extensions. Arms up, right over the shoulders. Pull everything in, long spine. Ready? Here we go. Press out, bring it back to center. Big, strong press, like you're making the wall a little bit bigger. Press, bring it in. If you want to go ahead into that supine bird dog, opposite arm, opposite leg. Slow, controlled movements, nice and intentional. Open and hold. Good. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Hands to the side. Tuck the knees to the nose. Here we go. Lift, control it down. Lift, control it down. If you want an extra challenge, reach those legs out at the end. Half of the hollow body or half of a boat pose. 4, whichever version you want to do. 3, no arch in that low back. Keep those ribs pulled in. Belly button down. 1 more just like that. Breathe it out. Woo! We should be feeling pretty good right about now. All right, here we go. We're going back to those crunches. Taking it slow and then at double speed. take it up and down, up and down. Now, if you want to make this harder, legs can go straight. Double speed, take it up, 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 up for 4, 3, 2, and slow. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Last one slow, double speed, take it up, up, up. Almost there for 4, 3, 2, and you are done. Woo, tuck those knees into your chest. Inhale deeply through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Push that air out through the belly. Extend those legs all the way straight. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, big breath into that belly. One more time, just like that. Inhale, belly breathing all the way down into here. Bottoms of your feet come together. So it's like you're in a butterfly sit position. And rock from the outside of one hip to the outside of the other hip. Still doing that nice deep belly breathing. Inhaling deep through the nose, filling the lungs. Big exhale through the mouth. Pushing away. Now hold center. Pull the ribs in a little bit more. Lengthen the spine, tuck the butt so your tailbone comes just off the ground. Press through the outside of your feet, lift the hips a little bit higher. Squeeze and tuck as much as you can. You should feel a nice opening through the front of your hips. Still lengthening the front of our body. Good, bring it on in. Tuck those knees into your chest again. Good, now hold on to the right shin. Extend your left leg out and down to the ground, nice and straight. Take your right hand out to the side, palm to the ground, and shoulder is on the ground, it stays grounded. Look at your right fingers. Left hand comes to the outside of your right leg, taking inhale. As you exhale, peel that knee all the way to the left as far as you can comfortably go without letting your shoulder lift into the air. When you find your max range of motion, take an inhale. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis just slightly, pull the ribs into center. One more deep breath. Breathe that air into the outside of your right hip. And then slowly push your right hip back to the ground to bring yourself to center. Both knees tuck in. Extend the right leg straight. Good. Left hand out to the side. Palm on the ground. Shoulder stays on the ground. Look at your left hand. Right hand to the outside of your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, slow peel over to the right. Keeping the left shoulder grounded. Don't let it lift into the air. When you find your max range of motion, deep inhale. As you exhale, tuck the pelvis to the belly button a little bit more. Draw the ribs in and down. And then deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale, push the air into the left hip. Nice. Now bring that left hip back to the ground. Tuck both knees in one more time. Ooh, give me a few rock and rolls forward and back. This is your last sit-up of the workout, I promise. Come all the way up to sitting. Nice work, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Do some extra stretchings and cool downs if you need to. Stretch everything up through here. Deep breathing, drink lots of water, and we'll see you next time.